And then in 2021, I discovered that I had a brain tumor. What seemed to be migraine, right? It just felt like migraine. Because you know how it is, like, you know, for us in this industry, right? Because of MCO, all of a sudden we have 0 jobs, 0 income. So naturally it gets a bit stressful. So I thought I was just stressing out. You know, it was a surreal experience, I think, to put it that way. I remember I was making those calls. I called them and told them, hey,
This is this.
just so you know, this is this. And I'm letting you know because I think you're one of those few that I should let you know. I make sure that I don't overwork myself. I only give the best that I can because people really deserve it. You know, that is a date or, you know, if a dinner, that is a night where they form all these once in a lifetime memory. And I need to make sure when I'm there on the stage, holding the mic, hosting the wedding, I need to be in tip-top condition. Life itself, it's kind of like a coin. There's always both sides to that. I know it sounds very cliche, right?
Okay.
Whatever it is, look at the bright side. Even like the whole tumor thingy.
Yeah.
Look at the bright side. It's not all bad. I know, you know, there are circumstances where it's really, really hard to look beyond that, but there's always another side to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode here on podcast on our Feel Good. Apparently, we have not been recording for quite some time, so I forgot my intro. So, once again, if you watched this for a few episodes and you decided and you're like, hey, this is something that I actually wanted to do and I wanted to follow, you can also subscribe because it doesn't cost you anything. If you hate us, at the end of the day, you can unsubscribe.
Don't hate us.
Okay,
we love
so
you.
today in the studio, I have another close friend, another good friend of mine. We are actually of the same industry.
Yep. We talk for a living, literally.
Yeah, we talk for a living, literally. Yes. So I'm going to let him introduce himself. So today we have Anthony Voon in the studio.
Hello everyone, my name is MC Anthony Voon. I am a professional MC, literally talk for a living, mostly MC for weddings, but from time to time you get to see me for other events as well. But
Yes.
yeah, we talk for a living. It's not just me.
Yes. But I would say that you focuses more on wedding lah.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
corporate you can still do,
Yes.
casual you can still do, but
Yes.
wedding is kind of like your forte lah.
Oh yeah, I mean it's something that I really enjoy doing. It's like, how I put it, as much as I love doing corporate shows, wedding for me is something that it's the kind of event that has soul, if you get what I mean. Like, you know, every single wedding, even though it's pretty much the same, but it's different. Every single wedding, two different couples, and every single couple, every single wedding has their own stories behind it, and I like that.
Okay.
I like the human aspect of it, I think, to put it that way.
Oh, okay. But whenever I come to a question whereby why you don't focuses more on wedding, like when people ask me lah.
Yeah.
So I would say, you look at Anthony's face, now you can zoom in his face, and then you look at my face. Who would you want to hire for a wedding? You're going to go hire that face, right?
I don't think much difference, right? Come on. These two faces, it's still the same. We still talk.
No, I'm going to go with it now. Okay, so before we go more into career and job-wise, we warm up first. Warm up. So, I find this quite interesting because previously I've been asking people like if you have superpower, if you can go back in time and stuff like that.
Yep.
But this one, I come out with a new one whereby if you could create a new holiday,
Yep.
what would it be and how would people celebrate it?
I'll create a day called Sleep In Day.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Before I say anything, you go first.
I mean, seriously, you know, every single one, you know, every day is work. You see, Monday to Friday,
Yeah.
you wake up at 8 or 7, right? You
Yeah.
prepare, go to office, work until 5. Like for us also, we have to wake up early to do our things.
Yeah.
Weekends, you spend time with your boyfriend, girlfriend, family, kids, yada, yada, yada. So you don't really have that time to sleep in. And let's be honest, we love sleeping in. So if we just set one day, just one day to celebrate sleeping in, everyone just sleep until you wake up naturally without alarm.
Okay.
I think the world would be a better place.
That is what you do lah.
Oh yeah.
So
Special holiday.
So people celebrate by sleeping in.
Yes.
Whoever that is out in the street working, you'll
Yes.
be punished.
Just wake up naturally. One day in a year. That's it.
Okay. Why do I laugh? Is because when I wrote this question,
Yeah.
that is the exact holiday that I want. But the thing is, we have people
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna hide lah. I'm gonna say my girlfriend here.
Yeah.
She has an issue whereby she cannot sit and chill like literally the whole day. She would get sick, quote unquote.
Right.
Sick. As
She
in,
has to move.
at the end of the day, she would feel like macam something's wrong.
Yeah.
She's gonna get fever.
Right.
She felt her shoulders stiffen up and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep,
She
yep, yep.
cannot sit the whole day.
I can't blame her though. Like even for me, you give me like, I chill for half a day, sleep on the bed, I'm fine. But for the whole day doing nothing on the bed, I can't take it as well. Hence I only sleep in. Like you wake up naturally and that's it.
Then you
You
proceed with your day
continue
lah.
your life, whatever it is. Just just sleep without alarm.
Oh, okay. Okay, then my laziness level is slightly higher. I can
Yep.
sleep until I naturally wake up.
Yep.
Then when I wake up, right? I don't know whether you have done this or not, but I have done it. I actually purchased kueh
Okay.
from Grab. Like 5 pieces of kueh
From Grab.
from Grab. I don't even want to go outside my house, or like okay lah. If let's say you drive a car, it's very hard to park, right?
True. Okay, that I can't deny, yes.
Yeah, because of that, I bought a motorbike, so that I can go outside and buy stuff.
So literally
I
got a
still-
bike just for the sake of that.
I mean, buy food lah, nearby lah, kan? Even that, I have a bike at home.
Okay.
I still did not go out. I still get other people to ride their bike to send me food.
I'll just put it this way, Grab exists for a reason. Not
Yes.
sponsored, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but it's not supposed to make you entirely useless lah.
Yes, true. Well, technically, see it this way. You still have to get up from your bed to the door, open the door, get out and collect the food.
Then after that, after I eat my kueh kan, I can literally sit on the couch for the entire day.
No issue.
No issue at all.
Then what do you do?
Nothing Watch TV or let the TV watch me also
Oh, that's it for the whole day.
whole day. And then until like 6, 7 like that, right?
Yep.
Probably I'll order Grab again for dinner. So that after I eat, I will continue sitting on the couch.
You know how to enjoy your life, don't you?
Yeah, but I can only do it for one day.
Yeah, that's my next question. How many days? One day.
One
so
day.
beyond one day, cannot already.
Cannot. Then cannot. But the next day,
Yep.
I will feel fully recharged lah. Then I can do whatever like what I'm supposed to do for the next day.
Okay fair enough Like, I mean, I guess we all have those days, right? Just one whole day doing nothing, and just be lazy, and the next day you just move.
But my 1 week at least one day leh.
No more what, dude? That's why we have weekends.
Yeah, you should. But like our work, it falls on Saturday, Sunday.
Exactly. That's why. No, here's the thing. Our weekdays is like Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
You can't deny that.
okay.
Saturday, Sunday we confirm work. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Most of the time we work,
Okay.
except for August
Except
and
for-
April.
Why?
Hey, ghost month what?
For you lah.
Okay, for wedding lah,
you.
okay, for wedding lah, okay,
For
for wedding.
wedding.
So for me, April, August, chill. But for us, weekends confirm we'll be working. So hence why
Yeah.
you move your weekends to weekdays.
Yeah, true. So let's say I have to work like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then my Monday will be off.
Exactly.
But I have an issue
Yep.
whereby I am most productive on Monday.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say this is for sure is the reason, but I was born on a Monday, right?
So
I
Monday is your
hit the ground running. No lah, but I never had Monday blue. Never had. My entire life, I never like Monday. Fuck Monday.
I guess for you it's more of like because you don't
Never.
really work in office job. I mean, have you worked in office job
Yeah,
before?
yeah.
So even then Monday no issue.
Yeah, I work at the office shop. I work in the corporate before. Monday is never a. But the thing is, people like Monday, Monday blue.
Yeah, exactly.
Tuesday,
I
pick
got it
up.
myself.
Yeah, Tuesday pick up.
Yeah.
Wednesday climax. Thursday slowly. Then
Friday-
Friday die down, right?
Friday is TJF already.
Yeah,
man.
but my pickup is Monday. Wednesday die down already.
Then Thursday, Friday, do nothing already.
Yeah,
chill already.
still shit. I still shit. It's not a good work habit.
At least you no. See this way. At least you start your week well.
Yeah. So again, like you say, it's correct lah. Whereby I have to like probably Tuesday. Tuesday I will just cut off everything else and
Yeah, fair
just do
enough
that.
lah. Same goes here lah. Like you're gonna wake up late, man. Like for one thing, I do not wake up early. Sorry, sometimes I know some of you text me, you don't reply, but have to wake up naturally, man. Like at
Did
least
you
one
wake
day
up
lah.
naturally now?
Sort of.
That is what good about working in our industry.
Yes. The thing is, dude, we work until like what, 10, 11 at night.
Mm.
So you don't expect us to wake up at 8, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about you lah.
So what time do you wake up?
Afternoon sometimes.
Wait, what time do you go to sleep?
Depends.
Oh, okay. I
2,
mean, like
3.
on average. 3?
Okay. Let's just look at how my sleep cycle has been recently. Recently, I sleep I think around 2, and wake up 9ish 10.
Okay.
Sometimes if I'm lazy, I just laze until afternoon.
10, 11.
But I try not to do that lah. I mean, for one thing, it's not good. So
Realization
it's
is a
around
first
there.
step of changing.
no ma. You know, one thing I always argue with myself. You know what? You work until late, right? It's okay.
Yeah.
You can rest. It's okay.
Yeah. True. But what do you do until 2, 3 in the morning?
Chill. Watch YouTube. Like I can watch the most random YouTube. Like one of the channel that I follow, it's literally bus ride in London. Like literally, this dude hop onto the bus, mount the camera, like you know those double decker.
A POV lah. On
Yeah,
him lah.
correct.
Oh, okay.
Like at the very front seat of the upper deck, and that's it. Just follow the bus.
And then he just go around and then you watch
It's very therapeutic.
your therapeutic lah. Your therapeutic
for me lah.
Yeah.
I'm interesting.
Okay. Your therapeutic lah. Okay. Only question number 1. Okay. But
Good to be back. I've not done this with him ever since our talk show.
True. That is pandemic time.
We were bored. we needed to talk.
Yeah, right. Because we talk for a living, then we're like suddenly we've not been talking already. Something is wrong. We need to talk.
Not talking in front of a mic.
Oh yeah.
It felt so wrong all of a sudden.
But good old days even until today, I actually still have people who come and ask like, why did you discontinue Talk?
Yeah.
Which I felt like, I want to continue.
It was enjoyable, let's be honest. It was actually very enjoyable.
Because everybody else is busy with work and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And we couldn't commit. And
correct.
Yeah, I mean, unless everybody's got paid like good money, of course everybody would come on to the show, right?
We can make it a full-time job.
Yeah, but apparently not.
Yes.
So, okay, I want to segue to, in a way, before the show starts, we actually talked about that there's actually more than life apart from work. Okay,
yep.
So you come to this part because something happened to you.
Yes.
Yeah. So would you want to briefly walk us through that?
So in 2021, 2 years back, we did our talk show in 2020, right?
Yeah.
2021, I forgot.
Yeah.
So 2020 pandemic struck.
Yeah.
MCO, yada, everything's very stressed. And then in 2021, I discovered that I had a brain tumor. And it's not just any size of brain tumor. It's actually pretty big. If I'm not mistaken, the size from my first CT scan report was 8.2 centimeter times 6.6 times 5.5 centimeter. And the tumor inside my head has pushed my brain to the right-hand side by 0.8 centimeter.
Wow. Okay.
So that happened. So basically everything started in 2021, March actually, because at that point in time, I was having this, what seemed to be migraine, right? It just felt like migraine because you know how it is, like, for us in this industry, right? Because of MCO, all of a sudden we have zero jobs, zero income. So naturally it gets a bit stressful. So I thought I was just stressing out.
Yeah.
March 2021, my left eye vision suddenly went blurred.
Oh.
And then I went to KPJ, if I'm not mistaken, to visit eye specialist to give it a check. When he at a point of time when the doctor examined me, he was like, "Yeah, everything is fine. It's just your eyeball surface inflamed. And take this back antibiotic, eye drop, use it, it's fine." Then I asked him how about my the headache that I've been experiencing. It's more of eye ache. I think that's probably the best way to describe it because it's literally just behind my left eye.
Oh, okay.
Then he told me probably it's ocular migraine. So it's just migraine around that side. So I was like, yeah, sure, no worries. Just, continue with my life. Until 6 months after that in September, my sis, one random day just show us, I just had my blood test. Here's my report, yada, yada, yada. I have this, cholesterol slightly high. And, all those things that you would expect from a blood test report. When I saw that, and at that point of time, I was still experiencing what I thought was migraine.
Okay.
And my migraine was in such a way that I could have had migraine for 2-3 days in a row. At night, it's always at night. I don't know why. Daytime, it's still fine for me. At night, migraine came, and I just go to my fridge, go and take 2 Panadol tablets, take it, and it's fine.
Okay.
So at a point of time when I saw those reports, I thought to myself, you know what? You're still having this migraine. Why don't you go back to doctor and just get it examined again? Not for the sake of what, but it's more of like give myself the assurance that it's just normal migraine lah. It's fine lah. Don't worry. Yeah. So okay, I went back to the same doctor, eye specialist. Because I thought again it's ocular migraine. Then he checked everything and he was like, seems fine there, from a surface. Then he was like, okay, to be safe, I'll send you to do a CT scan.
Oh, okay.
And at that point of time, I was like, okay lor, what to do, whatever you say, I follow lah.
Yeah.
After I did that, then when doctor took the scan result, he was like, so Anthony, I'll send you to my colleague.
Okay.
I'll let my colleague speak to you about this. So sure lah, no problem lah. Then I went and met this doctor, the doctor that eventually helped me to remove a tumor. I love this doctor. He was very straightforward. He don't sugarcoat and everything. He saw that. He was like, you know what, Anthony? Or rather, I think he called me he called me Mr. Voon, something like that. Mr. Voon, you have a brain tumor.
Oh, straight away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And imagine, at that point of time, I was like,
okay.
Huh? Okay. And then he was trying to explain to me, okay, this brain tumor, from a look of it, is this particular tumor called meningioma. The size is this big, it's huge. But I'll send you to do another scan, which is MRI scan. So basically it's more detailed.
Yeah.
So okay lor. I just, went on and did my MRI scan and everything. And at that very first visit, when I visited doctor, he actually explained to me the size I told about.
Yeah.
That big of a size, how it pushes my brain to the right hand side, yada yada yada. But if I'm not mistaken, he did not dwell into too much detail at that point of time. It's more of that. But he sent me to MRI scan. And then after MRI scan, between the time between the MRI scan and doctor visit, that 36 to 48 hours, it suddenly dawned on me, like, I suppose it's more of like that information finally sank down that I am having this, quite frankly, huge brain tumor in my brain. And I thought to myself, could this be it?
Oh, okay.
And in those movies or TV dramas where you have this flashback of your life and things like that, that actually happened at that point of time. Not as dramatic as TV, obviously, but it got me to look back into my life. At that point of time, I was turning 30, so it got me to look back at my life for the past 30 years, how I've lived my life and everything. And that's actually the thing that changed my perspective after I recovered from the whole surgery and everything as well. It was a very interesting thing, because at that point of time, when I look at, or rather when I dwell in that, not really dwell, but I suppose experience the whole flashback, I look back at my life, and at that point of time, I came to a conclusion, which was, if my time is up there and then, I don't have any regret.
Oh, okay.
Why? Because I came from, I was a very typical Science 1 student when I was in school. Study, work hard, excel in your SPM, STPM, go to the university, get good grades, graduate well with Dean's List if you can, get a good job, work in a corporate. And, that is what I had in mind when I was in school. But because of how things were, I ended up becoming an MC. And at that point of time, when I look back into my life, I thought to myself, I had no regrets, because I followed a path that is not conventional and a path that I actually enjoyed doing. And so, after that, then I went back to see doctor again. That is when the doctor explained to me more in detail. He told me that, you have to go and get surgery. He told me I can give you a little bit of time, but don't wait for too long because the tumor at that point of time was still pushing my brain.
Oh, okay.
But it was at the very verge of from pushing to squeezing.
Oh, okay.
So if the tumor started to squeeze my brain, what would happen was first thing I would probably all of a sudden lose my ability of speech because the tumor was literally next to that part of the brain that processes our speech. I will probably all of a sudden lose my
mobility.
Half of my body, the right side, if I'm not mistaken, the right side, right hand and right leg. It's sort of like stroke, that kind of stuff. Or I could have just all of a sudden collapsed, and that's it. So, and after that visit, it took me another month to fully digest everything.
Oh, you took another month?
Yeah, I took another month to fully digest everything. I mean, it's not, for me at least, it wasn't like, okay, when doctor told me I was in shock. I was not. It's more of like, I really took a lot of time to really digest the fact that, holy moly, I have a tumor in my brain. It's really this big. And it's big. So it took me one whole month to digest it, and finally in October, having digested everything, contacted a doctor. I told him, you know what, let's do it. Let's set a time. And if I'm not mistaken, it was either 29th or 30th October 2021. That's when I had my surgery. And the thing is, I would expect myself to freak out and all, because it's a huge deal.
Yeah, it is.
And I went into the doctor the night before. So how it worked, from what I can remember, was I had to, in a sense, checked in.
Yeah.
All right. And doctor will come. Some of the doctors, I think it was anesthetist or whoever it is, that should come and brief me, how things will be tomorrow, yada, yada, yada. Took a blood test, if I'm not mistaken. And I was supposed to, that's my night. But it was pre-surgery. I was still doing, I still can walk and everything, right?
Yeah.
I went in, I checked in, went into my room, my ward at that point of time, went in, say hi to doctor, everything, and then I went home. I had dinner with my family. and then apparently the anesthetist was looking for me that night. I wasn't being informed, by the way, to my defense.
I thought, and you're supposed to fast or something like that.
Yeah. That was like after dinner, that's it. After dinner, that's it, you're fast. Okay. So I went back and slept in the hospital. Like a normal human would in a hotel room. That felt more of a hotel, more of a hotel room to me.
Yeah.
The next morning, surgery time, it was 8-ish. I guess my family, they were freaking out, but for me, I was so calm that when I actually recall the whole memory, it was ridiculous. I think I was at a point where I know I had to get it done.
Yeah.
I don't really have much choice, so it's kind of like accepting the fate. So that's why I wasn't panicked at all.
So would you say it's actually like kind of like you have come to terms with it? You have come to peace with it.
Yes.
Whatever happened, may it be. You are at that point. So okay, I wanted to know, right? Actually, in that month time, do you actually kind of go see friends that you have not seen for some time? But then again, can you go meet people at that time?
Technically not encouraged. Still
okay,
COVID.
Okay, because still COVID. Yeah,
but I did call a very, very limited number of friends.
Yeah.
I called them and told them, hey,
this is this.
Just to let you know, this is this. And I'm letting you know because I think you're one of those few that I should let you know.
Yeah, okay.
It was a surreal experience, I think, to put it that way. I remember I was making those calls.
Yeah.
I forgot when was it. Was it like a day before the surgery or what? But yeah, I did tell some of them. Obviously, it was shocking news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Wow.
It's good lah. I mean, it's good because Then again, we do not know what would happen
Correct.
in the operation theater, right?
Correct.
So I think I'm not saying that what I've been through it's something that you have been through. I would not. I think I would not be able to imagine what you've been through because yours is like major, right? Because I've been through like small operations. Although I was put down
Yeah.
for a couple of hours, but whenever I ask, but you know that even that point I would think like shit because I asked the doctor what's the chances of failing, right? Doctor like every time you go in it's 50-50,
Correct.
right?
That's
every
never
time,
yeah.
right? So I'm like, fuck, I just broke my ankle. Then I'm gonna come out and you know if I die, what my parents gonna write in obituary? He died because he broke his ankle.
Yeah, exactly.
So kids don't do sports.
At least mine is better, right? It's like a brain tumor. Okay, that's it.
Right?
Wow. Okay,
Fuck.
but
Okay,
I think
it's not supposed to be a joke, but yeah.
it's okay. We're just being positive, right? Come on, that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
But I think for my case, my doctor was actually being more positive. I remember it was like, I think he told me there was like 10% failure rate, something like that, 10-20%.
So
it's-
10-20%
so it's
failure.
not it's not
rate.
50-50. It's more of
Okay,
10-20%.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that
it's a good energy
Yes,
for you
yes,
going
yes.
in
So,
lah.
and somewhat as you put it, and I'll kind of come you know, I come to term with this. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna just go for it. But my surgery originally it was supposed to be 8 to 10 hours.
Okay.
Ended up 17 hours. It was supposed to be a very straightforward surgery.
Okay.
I ended up losing 3 pints of blood, which converts to 6 pints of blood, which converts to 3 liters, which is about because our human on average we have 4.7 to 5 liter if I'm not mistaken. I lost 3 liters of blood.
That is almost everything.
Yeah, pretty much. So when I got up from a surgery, I had 7 people's blood in my
In your
body, which is why I had fever for I think 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, at least you didn't die, right?
Yeah, I didn't die. I almost died though, because
Yeah, okay.
when I woke up on ICU bed, I was looking at my doctor. I remember he told me this. I forgot what I called me, whether Anthony or Mr. Voon,
Okay.
and he said, "I thought I almost lost you." I was like, "Huh? What happened?" I felt fine at that point of time. I was like, "Yeah, I can understand you. I can see you. I can move my limbs. Everything was fine."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It felt fine. Like I
It felt
felt like
fine.
I can just go down and walk. But he told me after the surgery lasted from 8 something lasted until 12:30 midnight. So
Wow.
and when I was being pushed out from
ICU?
the
Theater?
the operation theater, somehow somewhat apparently my blood pressure
Oh.
fell to 50-30.
Oh. Okay.
And he told me, you know, that at that point of time, the ICU nurse saw that and they actually reacted quick enough. And he told me I was 5 minutes away from actually, you know, not even
Shut down.
not shut down, but bye. I
Yeah
was
lah,
5
shut
minutes.
down.
Yeah, shut down. Yeah,
Shut
I
down.
was 5 minutes away,
Okay.
and he was like, "Yeah, this is a nurse," and I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." And there I was on the ICU bed. And by the way, at the point of time, she was. I think she was leaving that hospital like 2 days after that to further study.
Oh.
But
okay.
yeah, he told me she was the one that saved your life and everything. So, you know, getting that message, and at that point of time, I thought, okay, big surgeries like this is a norm, right, in hospitals. Then I, you know, as I recover, I talked to even ICU, I talked to nurses, and then they told me, you know, you're actually very lucky. Then I told them, isn't it like this when it comes to surgery? They said, no, surgery usually in hospital is what you would expect. You know, how many hours you come out, you just, you know, be in the ICU for a couple of days, then go to a normal ward, you recover, bye, you get discharged. For my case, it was complicated because, well, number one, my tumor apparently was a vascular tumor. It's very bloody. So that's why the moment when
okay.
doctors saw into my skull, I lost 2 liters of blood there and then. And number two, because of the loss of blood, the hospital actually ran out of blood. So they had to rush to blood bank to go and get
Blood.
blood. So, by the way, seriously, whoever you are, you know, go and donate blood, man. You have no idea how you'll save life. Like, whoever these 6 individuals are, they saved my life, literally. So, thank you, whoever you are. But yeah, they rushed to hospital, general hospital, to get blood from a blood from a blood bank to save me.
Yeah. Also, I think this is an information that many might not know. Whenever you are on the traffic or when you're on the road and you see ambulance that is, what do you call that? On siren.
Yep.
They're going off. Not most of the time lah. There are times whereby inside actually doesn't contain patients.
Yes.
They contain bloods that save a patient like this.
Yes.
Because
Bloods or even organs.
Yeah, because it's so crucial, right?
Yeah.
This person is still on the operation theater,
Yeah.
and they need the blood as soon.
Yep.
That is why you hear ambulance goes off. So, if you're on the road, don't be a dick. Give way, and
Yes.
because you might be on the other side whereby you need it,
Correct.
and the other dick don't give way,
Yep.
and then you
Yep.
go another way round lah. So,
Yep, exactly. You never know
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you'll be at the other end.
Yeah,
Exactly. Don't be a dick.
right. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, don't be a dick. Okay, so but it's good to see that you are now back in full force.
Yep, pretty much.
Is there any now? Do you have to go check out?
Yes. I need to go back for checkup twice a year.
Twice a
Go
year.
back for MRI scan once a year to make sure
Okay.
the tumor stays the size, or even if it grows,
Yeah.
it grows with in a controllable size.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
So, but it's good to see you back.
Yep.
Because actually for I would say the rest of us the rest of us, we actually kind of suspected, a few of us kind of suspected that I think something is wrong with Anthony, but
When?
we do not know what is that.
When was it?
When you disappear from the radar lah.
Oh yeah.
When you disappear from the radar lah.
Feel-
We feel like something is wrong, but I do not know what.
Yeah.
So I because at that time we have a few around. Okay, I wouldn't say we, but me. I have a few friends who is basically they are facing what we are facing. No income.
Yeah.
Commitment is still on our ass.
Yeah.
Family pressure. So it's stress, right?
It was stressful
A
time,
lot of
yeah.
us, or a lot of, not to say directly into depression,
Yep.
but anxiety attacks and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people starts to kind of fade out.
Yeah.
But I try to check most of them until I think I noticed that you disappear from the radar.
Yeah.
I feel like, something is wrong with Anthony. So I kind of asked around. Then I don't remember who, but somebody actually told me that you were sick.
Yeah.
Then they say, but I think you, at this period of time, just leave him for now. And I think Xian is the one that told me that you were actually, that time you actually done your operation.
Right.
That is when I
was
found out.
recovering,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're recovering. And I was like, oh shit, no, Then she because you only told very few people
Yeah.
that are close to you.
Yeah.
That
For one thing, is also don't want to make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I'm going for surgery, and I suppose that's kind of one of a reason why I only told a selected few.
Yeah.
So touch wood, if anything happens, then I have someone to actually
Yeah, of course.
let people know what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So unlike me, when I go to surgery, I post it on Facebook. Instead of
Your ankle.
yeah, but because being the comic that I am,
Yeah.
people actually don't ask me how are you. People
Yeah,
ask me, bro, pergi sunat ka bro? Like fuck these fans. But then again, I'm also like them. But I don't, because my Facebook kena hack, right? So I don't have
Yeah.
that post anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck this friend, man. I literally say I'm going for a surgery. Nobody say, what happened, bro? What happened to you? They're like, sunat ka bro? Fuck this you. Okay, but it's very lucky for me is because 3 people in this room now,
Yeah.
including Peter behind the camera.
Hello.
Actually,
First time listening to this story, Peter. Hello.
Actually, yeah, we have never heard a story before, but 2 out of 3 of us actually have met or have actually have actually come across death very, very near. Peter has also survived a very, very bad accident.
Okay, that I didn't know. We need to talk after this.
That it was actually claimed he miraculously survived out of it because he shattered almost everything in his face. Face was already disfigured because he was on a bike, hats on with a 4x4.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he is still around.
Yeah, you look. I'm glad because you look perfectly healthy right now.
Okay,
With a thumbs up.
Yeah, so Anthony is another survivor. So
Wow.
it's good that we can sit down
Oh yeah.
tonight and have a chat.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I think that story, I don't have anything else to top onto that. But it's good to see that you are back, and I really hope that nothing like that will ever happen.
Yeah.
To any of us, actually, to any of us.
Yeah.
To any of us.
But you know, I have to say though, like for a lot of people, when they hear stories like this, right, they
Yeah.
always think it's something negative. But for me, it has never been something negative. It's weird, but for me, I see it's something positive because, you see, because of this, right,
Yeah.
it changed my perspective towards life.
Yeah.
It helps me to
It's more than...
to appreciate things in life, little things in life. Like, you know, for example, being able to sit down here and talk to you, being able to drive, being able to drink this wine, being able to talk, being able to eat, little things like this. I come to appreciate it because previously, honestly, I took it for granted because every single morning you wake up, you just carry on with your life. You don't really think that much. So that's why I see it as a good thing. It's really never a bad thing for me. It changes my perspective, and hence why nowadays you see me more beyond coaching as well, because that whole experience kind of asked me this question: are you going to just stay here and that's it, or are you going to go out and go for an adventure of some sort? You know, the world is big out there. Go out. Go out, try, get yourself uncomfortable, go and grow. And that's kind of the whole point as well. For me to go out.
So I guess that's why the segue is supposed... we talked so long until I forgot my segue again. That's why I actually wanted to say... It's okay. I actually wanted to say that there is more to life than just work.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So now do you come to that whereby... So how do you actually... Do you have like a balance of this now? Let's say people ask you for work that falls on your supposedly rest day, right? Yeah. You tell people, sorry, it's my rest day.
Okay, one thing that I do right now is every single month, I set a certain number of weddings or events that I'll take. I don't go beyond that. Yeah. I mean, for one thing is, I do mostly weddings, right? Other than weddings, I do corporates as well, but mostly weddings. And when it comes to weddings, we're looking at literally the most important day in one's life. For me, it may be just another day, but for them, it's the most important day in their life. And, that is a date, or, if a dinner, that is a night where they form all these once in a lifetime memory. And I need to make sure when I'm there on the stage, holding the mic, hosting the wedding, I need to be in tip-top condition.
Okay.
So I don't want to tire myself out. Like in the past, we're talking about probably 5 years ago, I can do weddings 5 days straight, no issue. Like no issue at all. But now, no. Like even back-to-back weddings, I keep it limited. I don't go beyond 3 days.
Oh, okay.
It's an important day for people's life.
Okay.
I for them to get me, it's a blessing. It's a blessing for me to be able to be there. It's an honor for me to be able to be there. So they only deserve the best that I can give.
Okay.
So that's one thing. I make sure that I don't overwork myself. I only give the best that I can because people really deserve it. Even corporate dinners. For corporate dinners, when you have all these lifetime achievement awards and things like this, people that goes on stage, they deserve that glory because they work hard. And if I'm tired, if I'm unable to push out that energy that equates to the glory that they deserve, I feel like it's not fair for them in a sense. So I suppose that's one of it. And the second thing is, I'm in KL now, right? But you still see me here in Kuching.
Yeah.
For one thing is, during the whole process of surgery, I get to see how my family really cared for me. My mom stubbornly stayed after I've moved from ICU to the normal ward. My mom stubbornly stayed there day and night for me when she could have just, take a Grab, go home and chill. I asked her to do that. Actually, you can go home. It's fine. I have nurses over here. But she stayed. And my sister, who runs companies, she after work she still went back home and cook all these herbal soup for me, to accelerate my recovery and things like that. And that's why I told myself, no matter what, I'm not leaving KL. I'm not leaving Kuching. Number one, Kuching couple, they deserve this kind of quality of service that I give. And second thing is my family, they're all here.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I'm not gonna just leave my family and just go elsewhere. So hence why I'm still here in Kuching.
Yeah. Okay, two things I wanted to say.
Yep.
One is the mother part.
Yep.
Because although I don't think that I would speak enough justice for all the mothers outside, and some more this is coming out from a guy because we will never get to experience that.
Yes.
But I've heard a lot of things that mothers say whereby they would be quite, I won't say all, because we have seen people who abandon their children, right?
Yeah.
Their kids, right?
Yeah.
So, but then for let's say normal mothers, you imagine they are the one who grow us.
Yeah.
Like we are literally just a sperm and an ovum.
Yeah.
Right? Just 2 cells.
Yep.
And then this today.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
If it's not the mother who actually grow us and then become human, we literally won't be here.
Yeah.
Right? So I think there would be nothing that it hurts more to a mother to see her own her own children to go through the suffering like that.
Yeah.
Although if my mother is watching this, I was alone in the hospital. Because of course that one I said no need, you go home. But of course it's not a major thing lah. It's not a major thing. Second thing is, I also wanted to say again, if people are in the corporate, one day if you're hiring an MC and you always think that person just talk on the microphone, how hard can it be? I want to say whatever Anthony just said just now, if you think it's not tiring to do 3 or 5 in a row, you are welcome to try.
I know what you want to say. You have just censored yourself.
That you are welcome to try. And you know what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, we are just there to talk on the microphone. But the energy that we have to throw out to actually make people do whatever they're supposed to be on doing, like the people applause, people feel high, people are excited.
Correct.
All this, it's an energy that we actually, I don't want to exaggerate it, but it's an energy that we actually project out.
Yes.
Then these people received it, then they project it back.
Yes. Even the words that we use.
Yeah.
Like we're not just reading from a script. If reading from a script, honestly, is very simple. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the annual dinner right here in Kuching, Sarawak. If we have a script, it's simple. But often, I think it's safe to say, even for you as well, we go unscripted because we like to go as it goes. We like to follow the vibe. I mean, that's something that you're very good at. Let's be honest. That's why you're good in corporate dinners. You follow the vibe and you try to bring up the vibe.
You just want to say I bullshit lah. He want to say I bullshit. I bullshit power of Venom. Top class.
Bullshit in a good way. You need someone to bullshit like this to bring up the vibe. You can't deny that. So, things like this, it takes your brain power. And then as you put it, I do agree, For certain occasions, you have to throw your energy out, try to bring the crowd, bring the energy. As it should, it is an event everyone should enjoy.
Yeah.
And, we do our best to carry that energy. And sometimes, it's mentally tiring. And sometimes we lose. I don't know about you, but I lost my voice before.
Okay. Probably during the earlier days where we don't know how to control ourselves. We get overexcited, then we lost our voice.
I still do.
Yeah. Oh, you still do?
Yes, I still do.
So as I progress, I know how to control. I got better. But the thing is, I still do not know how to tell people that is not in our industry that how tired it is to actually host a show.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be so tiring. At the end of the day, I just don't want to talk.
Yeah,
because I'm like,
you're drained.
Yeah, I'm drained.
You're actually drained. Like you give your whole energy into the event. You're trying to, push. You try to bring up the vibe, and towards the end of the day, you're left with nothing.
Yeah, true.
Like there you were at the venue. You're still smiling and everything. The moment when you get into your car, I challenge you to smile. I challenge you to talk, man.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't. And yeah, sometimes I just enjoy that complete silence.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Sitting in the car, driving in silence, or if not, just play some soft music and just wind down.
Yeah.
You need that. You need that.
So okay. So meaning to say that if next time you are hiring a talent, think again about, offering us just a dinner or $200.
Yeah.
Fuck you lah. Huh?
I wouldn't say that, but thank you, Kim.
It's my show. I do.
It's your show. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I think whatever that I wrote down in the
it's
tonight,
completely out. Right?
the question is completely.
That's why I told you I don't read the questions. I just come here. Just
but I still want to know. Okay, I still want to know this one.
Yeah,
Okay,
go on.
I want to know, kan. I just want to see whether there is a different process of us going through. Let's say lah now. Okay, Hi Anthony. We are getting married. This date.
Yeah.
At this venue.
Yeah.
And we would love to have you on. From there, what is your progress like? Walk me through that.
So basically when client contacted me, obviously, once they've contacted me, if they really like the way I MC, really like the way that I am, then, if they want to book me, awesome. Then they proceed for booking. Booking is when I'll receive a deposit from them to lock down the date. And basically, at the meantime, no matter how long it is, if they have any questions whatsoever, whether it's MC related or they just want to know more about wedding preparation, they can ask me. I'll reply to them. Whatever that can help, I'll help. Obviously, the ones with wedding planners, then they have their wedding planners to assist them. Yeah. For the ones without, this is where I answer any inquiries that I can. And about 1 month before the wedding, whether they have wedding planner or not, I will want to meet up with them.
Oh, okay.
1 month or basically within the 1 week to 1 month, that time frame, I would want to meet them. Not only for us to go through a program together, but one of the things that I really wanted to do is I wanted to get to know them as a person. Because one thing that I told every single couple is when I'm there that night on the stage, I don't want to be an MC. Because if I want to be an MC, it's very simple. Just pass me your name. I don't need to meet you. I'll see you on the night. I'll just go through my template and that's it. I don't want that. I want to meet you. I want to understand who you are. And I want to customize a program for you. And I want to get to know you as a person, as a couple, as a friend. So on the night itself, I get to be there on the stage to celebrate with you as a friend. That's something that I always wanted to do because that's what I meant by wedding. It's not just an event, but it's an event with soul. Every single couple. That's why I like to talk to them. I like to ask them questions about their love journey, about their love story. Because every single couple, they have their own unique love story. From how they get to know one another as friends to how they come together as a couple. Even you have your own stories for that matter.
Yeah.
Share it one of these days.
Okay.
I've given you a content for one episode already. And to a point where here we are talking about their wedding. So everyone has a story. So yeah, that's definitely one thing that I'll do. Then after that, I'll see them on the wedding day.
Okay. I guess pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Except the part whereby I talk to them like a friend. Probably something that I should have picked up. Because I do not know why. But there's just a certain I wouldn't say being professional. And, I don't want to have that personal
you don't
bond.
Yeah. I know what I mean.
Because if anything, man, I'm not your friend actually. That's shitty, but
and there's this sense of awkwardness, right?
Yeah. So
for me, it's more of like I observe people, I observe couple. Like for some couple, that they they just want to have you as an MC, then you just follow through as an MC.
Oh,
But for some
okay,
couple,
okay.
because for some couple, it is their wedding and they're actually very excited to share. For them, it's like, yeah, it's my wedding. Oh, you want to know my love story? Sure, I'll share with you.
Oh, okay.
So those kind of couples, they are the ones where I like to know more.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
more of like, you kind of have to,
Oh, you have to read them a little bit.
in a sense, correct.
before you
If
talk
they're
to them
not
more.
comfortable,
Okay.
you definitely don't push for it. Because
Okay.
one thing for sure, I think you would agree with this as well. We want to make sure they're comfortable.
Yeah, of course.
You don't overstep
Mm.
the boundary
Yeah.
or even the wall for that matter.
Yeah. But I guess it's just different people, different ways of doing
Yes.
stuff lah.
Yes.
But then again, like I say, I go back to the part whereby if you see Anthony and me, who would you want to talk to? You want to talk to Anthony. You won't want to talk to me because then after that, if you have talked to me after that, then you're like, okay, then this is a fun person to talk to.
Yes.
But I'm not the person that people will come and like, hey, do you want to chat? Never in my life. I want to share a story. Yeah. I was walking in a uni. This is with a Lun Bawang friend.
Right.
For Peter's context, this is Elijah. So he speaks Mandarin lah. He speaks
Okay.
Mandarin, right? So I speak Mandarin too. So we're walking in uni. This is long back in uni. So we're walking. The Chinese lady, mainland Chinese lady. She walked past us. She actually greeted Elijah. With the both of us, she actually greeted Elijah in Chinese. Talked to him in full-fledged Mandarin conversation. After that, 好了，再见. Then look at me, bye. Then he walked away. I look at Elijah, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That is my own people, and she don't even talk to me. But she talked to you in full Chinese. Then I'm like, your friend, is it, bro? He like, I don't know her. I don't know her.
Do you have that resting bitch face?
I don't know.
I mean,
no.
I seldom see you without smile, so I don't actually know.
Because you know me already, man.
Yeah, I know you for how long already?
Yeah, so because you know me, so I would say that I don't have a resting bitch face. It's just that
Not in front of us at least.
I have a very I don't want to talk to you face.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you face. There's a lot of people when they're like in school
Yeah.
and when I new environment, people would just tell me that actually no, the first time I see you, I don't want to talk to you. You just have that I don't want to talk to you face. So
Actually, can I just say I would agree? Because I kind of remember the first time when I met you. Dude, you look very garang, you know.
yeah, I know.
It's not that I don't want to talk to you. You look so garang. It's like, okay, you're so serious. You go do your stuff lah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help it. My mother gave me this face. I can't help it. The face comes in the package. I can't help it. But then it's a good thing too sometimes lah.
Yeah.
Whereby you're like, I don't want people to disturb
You
me.
get to have your peace and quiet. Right?
Then people like, yeah, better don't talk to him lah. He's
Yeah.
not in a good mood. Actually, I'm fine. It's just that I don't want to talk to people. So yeah,
I get what you mean.
So I guess that's a good and bad thing lah. It's a good and bad thing lah. Huh?
Always look at the bright side.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of
always look
course.
at the bright side.
Of course. So okay. So I think we can wrap up in two last questions before.
If not, we can talk forever. Trust me.
Yeah.
Our
then
talk show can go on
not-
forever
not-
and ever.
Not enough memory. Or you need to split it in few episodes. Okay. So let's say now people who watch the show or
Yeah.
people who couple who actually wanted to plan a wedding, but probably in 2 years' time. You
Yeah.
know? So they haven't had like, I want to have this MC, I want to have this event planner. What is your advice? Would you, as a professional wedding MC, would you give to a couple that say how to actually choose that one that fits you?
I think the first thing is you got to know what you want. Like, quite literally, what concept of wedding that you want. But even wedding itself, you have different kinds of wedding. You have garden wedding, you have seaside wedding, you have a very stereotypical
Chinese wedding.
from morning and night, go to hotel,
Reception,
ballroom,
yeah.
reception, and that kind of stuff. You have to know what you wanted, what kind of concept that you wanted. I think that's the beauty of this generation. We get to choose what we want.
True.
And the number of packs, the number of guests you're looking at, because having 200 people and 500 people, it's two different kind of wedding altogether.
Yeah.
Right, it's very different. If you have, like, for example, if you wanted some, a wedding that's very close and intimate, you're looking at probably 100, 120 max,
Yeah,
and that's it. You don't
true,
go
true.
beyond that. If for that, then you have more venues that you can go for. You can go for, those garden venues or even jungle venues or even a seaside venue where you have your closest family and friends there witnessing. But for some cases where, for example, you have a lot of friends, or if you run businesses, you have a lot of business partners, or if your parents have a lot of friends and business partners, then, you need to perhaps not look at that kind of garden wedding, but perhaps you have to think about somewhere at least that's air conditioned. Here in Malaysia, to be honest, air conditioning is very, very important. A lot of people, they don't actually realize that it's actually very important. Especially, again, it depends on your guests, what kind of guests you have. So a number of guests and the nature of your guests. Are they your closest friends? Are they your business associates? Are they, who they are, basically. And, the kind of wedding that you wanted, the number of packs, and then the kind of venue that you want to go for. Whether it's a hotel, whether it's,
outdoor,
seaside, outdoor, etc. And even outdoor, by the way, you have to take into consideration here we're in Malaysia, we're in Kuching. The weather sometimes can be, not all the time, thankfully, but sometimes can be very hot and humid. For us, crew, we're fine. Because, it's something that we enjoy doing. So we don't really feel it as much. But it's more of like, how about your guests? How will they feel? Will they enjoy that? I would imagine if, let's say, if you have a bunch of close friends, whatever venue, jungle, seaside, no issue. But how about if you have the elder relatives and things like that? So come up with the concept, the number of packs, and then the kind of venue that you wanted. And then and only then you proceed on to, look for the other vendors like, wedding decorators, venue decorators, MC, what else? Live bands, PA system, and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
You're going to start with the big picture first, I think.
Yeah, so I want to add in on the air conditioning. So you have to remember that part. And also the weather is unpredictable here in Malaysia.
Very.
Because you don't want your wife to turn into Joker at the end of the day. So yeah, remember that. But my advice is actually quite simple. If you can, try your best. At least set a budget for an event planner.
Yes, I would agree.
It's
something that I would agree, honestly. Like, as much as for us MC, we can help you to plan and coordinate. It's not the same as having a wedding planner or event planner and coordinator. Reason being, for us, we can help you to plan, but we can't help you to plan all the details. When you have a wedding planner, they help you to plan quite literally every single detail from your venue. They can advise you on the number of packs. They can advise you on which vendor to get. They can even keep you accompanied when you go for bridal gown testing, food testing. They can give their professional advice. They will make sure that you get to enjoy your wedding without having to worry about all those tiny little issues. Because I think, for a lot of people, they think, all right, preparing for a wedding is very simple, very straightforward. As long as I get all these things done, we're good. But one fail to realize is before a wedding, I'm pretty sure you know this yourself, there are a lot of tiny little details suddenly popped up. And then when you don't have a professional wedding planner, you have to bear all these little details by yourself. And you're already very stressed out, very nervous towards the big day, and here you are, you have to deal with all these little things. So I would 100% agree with that. Get someone who's professional. Seriously, they can help you to relieve a lot of these stress.
For corporate events, you can actually, I would say corporate events, straight guys is a better planner. But for wedding, don't get straight guys to be your planning, to be on the planning team, because we are not detailed enough.
I like the way I put it.
I tell you, because when I sit down with my colleague, that is a wedding planner, I'm talking about Adeline here.
Hi, Adeline.
She would actually talks about like all sorts of stuff that I was like, why are we even there? This kind of color flower fits this kind of flowers, this kind of lighting, this kind of drapes, this kind of carpet. I'm like, yes, I get the color theme. But she will go into
the details.
Precise, like as in very, very precise detail.
Yes.
And I'm like, Yeah, that's why you are the one who planned for wedding, like, not
Yes.
me. I get, I cannot lah.
I would agree. Even in KL, right, a lot of wedding planners that I work with, they are mostly ladies.
Yeah.
And correct, they are very, very detailed. One of them, she even pays attention to that night itself, how the lighting, how bright, how dark the lights are, the sound, what kind of quality, and little details. And to be
Details,
honest, it actually makes a difference.
Yeah, of course.
Even for us MCs, we can feel it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, because everything that is in the room, lah, the sequence of the food when they serve.
Yes.
They would know, like, okay, for example, if let's say you eat, for example, fish, probably a lot of people will have to make noises on their plate.
Yeah.
Compared to if let's say you eat soup,
Yes.
right? So that kind of thing, that say they would know, okay, this one is this is this is this, or because the second entrance is here, so you better put this here.
Yes.
That kind of precise detail, no?
Correct. They're really, really detailed. Like, there is a reason why
Yeah.
they put all these tiny, minute little
Yeah.
details into the program, for example. Yeah.
So also, I'm not saying just girls, I'm not saying just ladies, Straight men doesn't handle mother-in-law very well. So yeah, go get a female or not straight man wedding planner.
I have a sense this is speaking from the experience.
Yeah, man.
Are you?
Yeah. I went with Adeline. I remember I went with Adeline once. I'm like, fuck, no wonder you are on the wedding. If
That's why
not,
she's good in what she does.
Yeah, if me a half an hour in, I walked out already, you know.
Yeah,
I would have walked out already. I couldn't.
It's
but,
true.
Yeah, but
Wedding is not just about two individuals. We're talking about two families.
yeah, it's two families. And then if let's say worse, if the mother-in-law is paying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's straight guy, cannot.
Yeah.
Unless mother-in-law likes you, then okay, then you can go for that.
So, in conclusion, if you can, get yourself a planner.
Yeah,
and
get yourself a planner,
coordinator.
get yourself a
Seriously,
planner.
It makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, but make sure they're experienced lah. Make sure they're
And they know
experienced.
what they do. Oh, yeah.
They know what they do.
Correct. Or else it will make things even more complicated for all of us.
Yeah, again, because it's not our first time, it will not be our last.
Indeed.
But most probably, for most people, that will be your first and your last.
Correct.
Right. So, okay. I think we have
how long? We've talked for quite
an hour.
Quite a while.
Chun an
Very
hour.
nice.
Right? Chun an hour. Yeah, I tell myself. Okay, so again, thank you very much for coming in.
You're most welcome. Good to
Anthony.
be here.
We're gonna talk off camera lah, because
sure, man.
it's gonna continue for a longer time.
We still have more drinks to go.
Yeah, but one more thing before we let you go
Yep.
is like the channel's name lah,
Yeah.
we name it Feel Good is because we believe in whoever you are,
Yep.
what kind of person, whatever career or profession that you are in, whatever stories you have that bit of positive stuff or positivity to spread.
Yep.
So for you, when you are feeling, today not my day, or I don't feel that I can move forward, what is that one thing that keeps you moving?
Looking at the
forward?
bright side. Whatever it is. I mean, life itself, it's kind of like a coin. There's always both sides to that. I know it sounds very cliche, right? But even, for example, a friend of mine whom I share office with,
Okay.
his car got scratched.
Okay.
But by random people, it's not like he was blocking people. Nothing. It's just random people just decided to take up some coins and scratch his car.
Okay.
It's a horrible thing. He has to pay thousands to get it fixed. But one thing
Yeah.
I told him is, it's horrible. Yes. It's very painful to spend the money. But look at the bright side. You're a car lover like me. After this, your car will look brand new again. It'll look flawless again.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing, is it?
Okay.
Whatever it is, look at the bright side. Even like the whole tumor thingy.
Yeah.
Look at the bright side. It's not all bad. I know, there are circumstances where it's really, really hard to look beyond that, but there's always another side to it.
Okay. There's always a silver lining in everything.
Yeah, there's always a silver lining.
Yeah,
there's
there's
always another
always a
side to
silver
it. There's
lining.
always something good that can come out. We might not be able to see it at that point of time, but as much as we can, we try to. We try to look at the bright side.
Okay, yeah. So But although you think that you are in a very, very terrible situation now,
Yep.
you're in a very, very terrible condition now, you don't see a way out. I would say that, try to look at things differently from a different perspective. And but if you have a religion, if you have faith, turn to that, I'm not necessarily saying that, turn to Jesus, but
Any faith,
correct. Any religion,
Yep.
any God that you believe, or any gods out there that you believe, to turn to that.
Yeah.
At least that is something that you can hold on to.
Yeah. And honestly, like even for my life, I grew up in an extremely poor family. Like, to put it into perspective, I remember our dinner, one dinner in particular, we cooked Maggi mee, curry mee. After we finished the noodle, we added white rice to it and continued to eat from it. That's my dinner.
Oh.
That was how things were. But honestly, when I look back, I told my mom, I think a few days ago, I told her I was grateful that we were poor. Precisely because we were poor, today, I know how to manage my finances better than, let's say, if I'm not. If I'm not poor, honestly, I don't think I would. It's precisely because of that experience that taught me things about life. So, yeah.
Always look for silver lining.
Yep.
There is always one.
Exactly.
Somewhere.
Exactly.
So you have to look for it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Anthony, again, coming into the studio. We record this at night, and then I finally caught him when he's around here. And also because we are actually supposed to do this yesterday, but he didn't reply me, so.
To my defense, I thought I replied. I honestly thought I replied. Then I look at the message. I was like, shit. No wonder he didn't text me where the location is. I was like, shit. It's all you want.
Yeah, so I actually tell Peter yesterday, I'm like, bro,
sorry.
This guy did not.
Honestly, I really forgot. It's not on purpose.
But it's all good. It's all good. I wish you all the best in the future, man.
Thank you.
And really, I hope. I'm not saying that money is the most important, but now I think health is the most important.
Yes.
If you have all the money but you have no health, what the fuck is the use of money, right?
Oh, tell me about it. When I was laying on the ICU with all the tubes and I can't move a thing.
Right.
With money, what can I do? Nothing.
Right. So I seriously, I wish you, probably, hopefully, we'll die all and well.
Yes. I will
Okay.
still drink together. Cheers for that, at least.
Cheers for that. Cheers to Peter. Also,
Cheers,
habis sudah. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's all for this episode. Until next one. Ciao.
Thank you.